Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I still want to say happy Boxing Day to everybody. How are you all doing? I hope you are enjoying your rice and stew very plenty. While we enjoy our holiday, I want to talk to our dear sister Doris Ogala. Doris Ogala has been an outspoken a woman, outspoken. Whenever there's an interest that is running online here, Doris Ogala is one person that usually come out to say her own view or howsoever he feels or felt about that very incident. Sometimes it will be like an outburst. She will just come through that outburst, either support or against whatever that is trending that time. And the way I've known her and the way her friends has always talked about her, they said despite whatever is her character, whether we consider her character good or bad, some of her friends has actually said that she's this kind of person that if she believes in you as a friend, she can go to any length to protect your interests. Like a saying, somebody cannot be entirely bad. Anyhow, somebody is bad, there must be some areas that person is good. There must be some area that person is good. And Doris Ogala's friends, some of them has actually spoken that one way or the other that Doris, heeded to them in times of their distress and all that. Do you understand? So, but I've always known him to be that person that whenever there's an issue going on online, she will come and say something. And one of the things she said that attracted me was what she said during the time that the issue between May and Yul Edochie was actually running online here. Do you understand? So she came and made an outburst one day. Excuse me, please. Excuse me. Please, sir. So she came, actually, sorry for that disturbance in transmission. So she actually came and made an outburst, That time she was having problem with one Uche Nana. So they fell out, and he wanted to get at Uche Nana. So he came online and he said, Uche Nana, he said you are supporting you are supporting May Yul Edochie to leave her husband's house, and you are still in your husband's house, and you are supporting May to leave her husband's house. Everybody was surprised and said, Doris Ogala, is that what you say, considering all that this our May had gone through in the hands of her husband and his side chick? Do you understand? So when most women were lending their voice of support to this woman, then Doris was one of the persons who came to use that situation to chase Clout. She used the situation to get at her friend Uche Nana. He said, Uche Nana, you are supporting May to leave her husband's house. Then the question comes, was it May that left her husband's house? Or was it her husband that left his house and joined his side chick? That was what Doris could not actually decode before she came out and began to say, Uche Nana, you are supporting May Edochie to leave her husband's house. Was May a minor then? May was almost 40 when this thing happened. And at that point, she knows what is right, what decision she wants to take for herself. Nobody will force her to make any decision. In fact, what happened to her happened. She was confused. In her word, he said her word came crumbling. When you heard that your husband impregnated a woman and he was begging you, please, I impregnated this, it was by mistake. I tried to leave her. I don't know what was taking me back to her. And when the woman now can say, okay, no problem, come back, let's see how the woman and the child will be taken care of. The next thing is a great announcement online. And please welcome this Uju Dawson as my wife and my son, Star DK, with the big names that they coined to outweigh the relevance of the first children. And then the woman was in her house, where he relocated them to, so that he will have time with his side chick at Asaba. He relocated the woman and her children to Lagos, in their own personal building in Lagos. Then the woman was still there with her kids. She was still there with her kids. It was her husband who had joined side chick. It's like the battle line was drying. The woman said, I don't want to be numbered. Then it is now a time for the woman to choose between these two women, who is really relevant in your life. And the husband chose the side chick. Now look at you crying. Let me play it more now. Your cry. Let me play.
Somebody should go and take Crystal for that you will not marry you. Somebody should go and take Crystal for that you will not marry you. Not lie you. What are you leaving me for? No, forget about saying clout or no clout. I'm not slept since yesterday. That I had to deactivate myself to think this thing through. What are you leaving me for now? Okay, shame here. You people can insult me for all you care. Only me know what is going on with my life. Since this man fought me, my life has not been the same. I lost my younger brother. I lost my younger brother now. Chris, no, this marriage will not work. Who are you living?
Okay, I just want to remind us about this cry. Now, Doris Ogala had dated Chris Okafor, according to her, just for 7 years. Dated, it did not consummate to marriage, and she's so pained that the man left. And she was also afraid that when she had issues of money with the man, she could link the death of her brother to that incident. And she said, since that time, she has not been herself. Do you understand? Okay, then now let's look at May Yul Edochie. May Yul Edochie dated Yul Edochie for 6 good years. 6 good years. Before Yul and his family saw character in her, saw virtue in her, and they felt that this woman would be good for this my son. They look at, oh, this my son is a little bit stubborn. We have seen a woman that can really help him grow, and everybody supported them at that adolescent age. The brothers, 4 other brothers, the parents, everybody supported him to marry this woman. And he married this woman, and they have been married for 18 good years. And in a legal relationship, from traditional to church to court, everything was dusted. And he was in this relationship for 18 years, and they birthed 4 kids And these 4 kids, about 2 of them already grown up. And the woman had been quietly building her home. Even when the husband allegedly relocated her to Lagos, without knowing to her that he made that so that he would have chance for the side chick whom he had been in a romantic season relationship with. So in a twinkling of an eye, this woman saw a betrayal that could make somebody to commit suicide. And not even to talk of that one, she lost her 16-year-old son in the whole episode. And all the women of good conscience rallied around her. What did you do, Doris? You had a fallout with Uche Nana, and you wanted to get back at Uche Nana. So what you now did was, Uche Nana, you are supporting May Edochie to leave her husband, and meanwhile you are still in your own. You are supporting you. Is it everything we must use to chase clout? Now that you have this problem now check the duration of years. May dated her husband for 6 years, married him for 18 years, birthed 4 kids. And we are talking about that matter because they say when they carry another person's casket, if that dead person does not relate to you, you will not know the gravity of the pain. But when it's your relation that is being contained in that being carried in that casket, you will really know the pain. Now it has reached you, Doris, now that a man has gone to all length with you, both in criminality and everything, and now dump you. And in the process, you claim to have lost your brother in the business. And you said that you look at how your life got shattered. That is the same thing with all these canary women who are online here supporting Judy Austin. They are supporting Judy Austin. And a second wife in come marry. He don't kill anybody. Look at you that came to use this woman condition to chase clout. See how you are crying now. I saw another video you were crying because you see that Stella Dimakokos was not entirely on your favor. You started crying. Stella, you are a woman. Stella, you are a woman. Stella, you are a woman. You need people to sympathize with you now. But when this woman needed sympathy, empathy, you were one of the persons who used her condition to chase clout. Now you have seen how painful it is. You've seen how painful it is for somebody to lose a man you have loved and cherished in your heart. You have loved Chris. You have cherished him in your heart. And even with all these bad things you are telling us he's doing now, assuming he concurred to the fact of marrying you, he wouldn't have bring all this thing out. If he had favored you financially and the man respected his oath of his promise of marrying you, you wouldn't have brought up all these issues up. We thank you for bringing them up. But if all things went the way it all got well in your heart, you wouldn't have exposed all these things. You wouldn't have. You're exposing all these things now because he didn't favor you, even financially. The guy too wicked. If to said the guy, he knew that he wouldn't marry you. At least when Jeremiah, then they gave you that 46 million, he could have allowed you to use that one to console yourself. But now you look at it that financially you lost, and the relationship you were even aiming at nothing. And let me tell you, probably from the time the man even saw you, saw your beauty, saw your elegancy, and saw your this thing, he said he saw you at police station and all that, the man might have had intention of a lasting relationship with you. But along the line, as you people we are going, he discover maybe you are not quite obedient, he can't control you, and all those things. So he decided to keep it now on that knackery and shady this note. That is what happened. From what he's preaching on the pulpit, because that's what men do. When they don't finish with you, this so-called pastor, they will change it to preaching. Instead of calling you and telling you personally, I intended to marry you, but look at what I'm saying, what I'm saying, and I have a congregation. I don't think you can manage it well. But if I can settle you, it will be okay, because I don't want to be coerced into a marriage I feel that will not control what I have. It could have been an amicable separation with settlement. And if that one was done, I don't think you would have been here shouting and crying all over the place. If you love somebody and you are crying that the person did not marry you, you won't even be talking about settlement. Because I love a lover, and nothing anybody can use to repay for love. Nothing. Look at that time. Uchenna. You are supporting May Edochie to leave her husband. And you are still in your own. How was Uchenna supporting May Yul Edochie to leave the husband? Did May leave the husband in the first instance? It was her husband who left and joins his side chick. And some of you know the truth. You have seen the pain. And all these people that are supporting Judy Austin, one thing upon another, we will be seeing their cry on this social media. Even all the celebrities that are supported Judy Austin, either directly or indirectly or secretly, we will hear their cry on this social media. Because anything you support will reach you. You are crying now, shedding tears. Stella, you are a woman. Stella, you are a woman. Stella, you are a woman. Because you see that Stella has not met you with empathy. But when this woman was going through her ordeal, some of you join men, alpha men who want to claim that everything they want is what will be done. Who feel that whatever they do, whether right or wrong, as long as I'm a man, I'm entitled to do it. Some of you women, we are supporting them against your fellow woman who labored in a relationship for 24 years. 24 years. 6 years of dating, 18 years of marriage, with 4 kids. And 1 died in the process. Some of you are here chasing Clout with her condition. But now I want everybody now to pity you for failure of promise of marriage. I'm not against you speaking up, because if you had not spoken up, maybe you would have heard that you committed suicide or don't, and that will not even be the best. It's good that you spoke out, if that's what will rescue you and make you alive. And I am empathetic. Anyhow it happened. I know you are a bad girl. But Chris, who is claiming God, should have known better. Shouldn't have involved you in the first place. If he's the one walking in the fear of God, preserving what he's preaching, a genuine man of God, So is he an actress he just met on the way when he went to police station that the person will go and promise marriage? What happened to all the people in the church that is teaching those words he's teaching? What happened to them? What happened to them? That is the most important thing. Today, when the world want to cry with you, but this during May Yul Edochie saga till today, some women who have 2 breasts on their distance, who have suffered a lot of things in the hand of some men, they are online here supporting Judy Austin. Using AI, they will draw, they will use AI, create a very good body. They will carry the face of Judy Austin, they want her to look elegant, look well, all those things, magnifying what is wrong. Tomorrow, when they collect their own husband, they will cry and come for us to pity them. Call a spade, so that sometime when it reach your turn, people will still meet you with the same measure of what you measured for another person. Some of you came, were using the condition of this woman to chase clout. And some of you now, because relationship, no house, every house is leaking. Every house is leaking. It is when your own comes out. And when it comes out, let us say the truth. Let us be of good conscience and let us say the truth. Uche Nana, you're supporting May Edochie to leave her husband's house while you are still your own. As if you didn't know what happened to this woman. You didn't know that her heart was broken. You didn't know she suffered disappointment. You didn't know she suffered betrayal. You didn't know that she was used and dumped. She didn't know she was betrayed by her husband of her youth. You came out online here to use it to chase Clout. And you are now here crying all over the social media just because of a broken promise of marriage. You want to be settled. You are bargaining for settlement for a promise of marriage. Because you know what you have put in that relationship. Now you are talking of a woman who have put in during relationship and put in during marriage. Put in child care. Put in everything. Other people are even developing blood pressure on her behalf for what she was going through. I don't know where the strength come from, because I don't think I will even have the kind of strength this woman had. I don't think. With the Holy Spirit in me, it's on. I don't boast. I cannot boast. Do you understand? So let us not do it because it's not me. Ndị was ebrozo onye ọzọ ya dịka ebunku. When it happen to another person, go be like said the person no get feelings. Obviously, you are witnessing the feeling now, the feeling of betrayal, the feeling of being jilted by a lover, the feeling of being dumped, used and dumped. It's feeling that can make people take their life. But this woman decided to turn her lemon to lemonade. And some of you are using her to chase Clout. You are crying today. She didn't even cry. She hid all her cries. She hid everything and came out and decided to use the condition to reposition herself. And today, the whole world is announcing her. So just like you say you are thinking, Doris, you are thinking you want God to direct you in this condition between you, this situation between you and Dr. Chris. Allow God to intervene in your life. Allow God to intervene in your life. Because you are a human being. Allow God to intervene. You have opened our eyes to know what we did not know before. You don't know this man on the entirety before, but you have already opened up some things that were hidden. And I know that God allowed it. God allowed it. So, but so far so good. Don't become a merchant. Don't turn it to buying and selling. Please. It is a time for sober reflection, because bad energy attracts bad energy. You attracted a bad energy because you're actually a bad energy. So it is time for you to allow God to come into your life and show you way. The Bible said that when you are confused on the way, that you will see, you hear a voice telling you, move left or right. You need God at this hour, at this time, to tell you either move left or move right. You need God. It is a time of sober reflection, and it is a time to seek God. Seek God. Let God come into your life to amend it for you.